The Nintendo Switch online service launches next month in September, but there are still many questions and concerns I have about the service. So, in this little discussion video, I'm going to be talking about all the things about the Nintendo Switch online service, such as the features, the plans, and pricing, what we know about those things so far, and all my questions and concerns for Nintendo's online service launching next month in September. And without any further ado, let's get right into this discussion. Let's talk about some of the features that are in the Nintendo Switch online service. Again, not every feature we know about so far, so this is all coming from Nintendo's official website about the online service. And without any further ado, let's talk about it right now. So, the biggest one is, online play. So games like Splatoon 2, ARMS, and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, you've been getting free multiplayer for all those games online. But starting next month in September, you're going to have to pay up. You're going to have to pay up some form of money to play those games online. And more on pricing later, by the way. Let's move on to Nintendo Entertainment System games, NES games in short, and I feel like the selection for these games are so-so. We've seen these games on the Wii U, and in case you don't know what these games are, I'm going to list out some of them. Legend of Zelda, Super Mario Bros., Dr. Mario, Donkey Kong, and Ice Climber, and soccer. Like we didn't get enough of FIFA, yet we don't have Madden. It says the service will launch with 20 games. New games will be added regularly, but I don't know how regularly. And there will be more revealed, hopefully, in the coming weeks. But I'll address this concern later about NES games. But on to the next feature for the Nintendo Switch online service, and I feel like this is the most important one, like aside from online play, and that's save data cloud backup, because I feel like this has been a talked about issue with the Nintendo Switch ever since third-party docks have been coming out, because it's been destroying people's systems. It's been breaking their switches. In other terms, it's been permanently shutting them down because apparently the Switch can't handle it. The dock, that kind of dock, like say for example the Nyko dock, portable dock. Hey, you shouldn't have touched that thing in the first place, okay? So what Nintendo decided to do was instigate cloud saves. So if you pay for the online service, you get a chance to put your save data online, just in case you lose your Switch or your Switch gets fried. Let's talk about pricing a little bit, because before I forget. So for pricing for the Nintendo Switch online service, for 1 month it'll be $3.99. It'll be $7.99 for 3 months, and then for a whole year, it'll be $19.99. And then there's also the Taco Bell 12-pack for families. It's going to be $34.99 a year if you decide to take the Taco Bell 12-pack route. But yeah, that's what I like to call it, the Taco Bell 12-pack route for family membership. So in case you wanted to know those prices again, it's going to be $3.99 a month, $7.99 for 3 months, and then $19.99 a year. Those 3 options for individual. And then for the Taco Bell family pack, it's $34.99 a year. So back to the features. I feel like this next one is another important one, but it's also kind of a stupid one as well. That's the Nintendo Switch Online app. I'm going to talk about this more in my concerns part of this video, and yeah, let's just talk about the Nintendo Switch Online app, because I have a lot of things to talk about in regards to the online app. And then last but not least, we have special offers. We don't know what they are. We don't know what kind of deals and offers we're gonna get as Nintendo Switch Online members, but hopefully we know in the next couple of weeks and in September when it launches. So those are your features for the Nintendo Switch Online service that's launching next month in September. I do want to mention that on Nintendo's website that you still get free like system updates and updates for games, even if you're not a Nintendo Switch Online member. So there's that. Now let's talk about some of the questions and concerns that I have about the Nintendo Switch Online service, because I clearly have some. The first question I had for Nintendo is, how can they convince us to purchase even a month of the Nintendo Switch Online service? Because so far they haven't really done anything to make us want to purchase the online service. I mean, sure, the main thing about this online service is to make us want to play like the online games that we've been playing, like ARMS, Splatoon 2, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. But other than that, aside from the special deals we get and the cloud saves, we haven't been really getting much information about the online service and why we should get it. So I really hope that Nintendo reveals more information in the coming weeks before the launch date of the online service, whenever that's going to be in September, so we can have some reason to be excited for the online service, and they don't pull a 2K on us like with WWE 2K18 on the Nintendo Switch. So I just hope that Nintendo gives us more information about things like how exactly cloud saves is going to work, and what special offers we can get, and just some of the expand on the features that you already have on us, you're already given us, and what possible new features that you can like introduce to us. So hopefully that gets some of those things get addressed in the next couple of weeks with the online service. My next concern is like what other possible NES games could be added to the online service. 20 NES games are coming at launch, but we only see 10 on the, I don't know if it's 10 on the Nintendo Switch Online website. Oh yeah, it is 10. So only half of them are revealed on the Nintendo Switch Online website. So more of them are going to be revealed in the coming weeks, but then we don't know how many more are going to be revealed, because new games are going to be added regularly, but we don't know which ones. So hopefully they're interesting ones, by the way. My third question is a very important one for those of you that don't want the Nintendo Switch Online service. Will there be a backup save alternative? And what I mean by this is, will there be a way to get your save data from your Nintendo Switch without having to pay for the online service, without having to get cloud saves? I really hope there is, because if, say for example, if I were not to get the online service, how were I to get my save data from my Switch if for some reason, oh, I spilled water on my Switch and it shorted out? Oh no, I lost 170 hours of XXXX whatever game on my Switch. Now I have to start all over again. I don't want that incident happening for my Switch. What hopefully happens in the next couple of months, because I know it won't happen on launch, is that Nintendo hopefully introduces an alternative plan for people to save their save data like offline, like in an update, so they can put all their save data on the SD card rather than the internal memory. And if they transfer over like an SD card from a 128 to a 200, they can put it on the computer, put it there put all the save data first before transferring over, like make a copy of the save data, put it on the computer, and then put it on a USB drive for safekeeping before transferring over all your stuff to the new SD card. So hopefully there is some sort of offline way like for backup saves for Switch owners that possibly don't want the online service. My next question would be, aside from the Nintendo games, how many other games will be affected by the online service? I was reading a piece from Nintendo Everything. It's mentioned that free-to-play games might not be affected by the online service. So games like Fortnite, which are already not affected by the services of PS Plus, PlayStation Plus, and Xbox Live, it might not be affected by the online service, the Nintendo's online service. So if that's true, then that's a plus, no pun intended. that's a huge benefit for Fortnite players on the Switch, and other games that could possibly not be affected by the Nintendo's online service are Paladins, and Pinball Arcade. If you want the link to the article, I'll leave it in the description. So, in regards to third-party games like Rocket League and Doom, we don't know yet. Maybe they will, maybe they won't, but we'll have to find out. And then, last but not least, my last question is about voice chat. Will there be pure voice chat? And what I mean by that is not having us use our phones or use like chats, like group chats systems to talk to people. Instead, we can use the Nintendo Switch itself and plug a headset in like we do for Fortnite and talk to people on there. Unfortunately, that doesn't seem to be true, at least at launch, because it keeps redirecting people to, and it also keeps promoting the Nintendo Switch Online app, which unfortunately is already not off to its best start with Splatoon 2. Even though Splatoon 2 is a good game, the services for like voice chat, it's not great. There's a weird like setup you have to do. Say this is the connection to my phone, and then say that this thing is the way to connect the conversion to the Switch, the voice chat connection to the Switch. You have one of the weirdest voice chat setups of all time. It's such a complicated setup. I really hope that over time, after the online service launches, that Nintendo gives us pure voice chat rather than having us relegated to a phone app. So that way we don't have to make things overly complicated with talking with our friends or to other people online, even though the people that I hear online is just ridiculous. But yeah, those are some of my questions and concerns about the Nintendo Switch online service. It launches in September. In case you didn't remember the pricing for the Switch online service, it's $3.99 a month, $7.99 for 3 months, $19.99 a year, and then if you want a Taco Bell family pack for family membership, it's $34.99 for 1 year. And yeah, that's, if you have any if you want to address your questions and concerns and get involved in the discussion about the Nintendo Switch Online app as well, leave those questions and concerns in the comments below, and maybe start up a discussion in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Those links will be in the description below. And don't forget to follow and subscribe to my archives channel. That will be in the link in the description as well. And I just hope that Nintendo addresses some of the concerns and questions that many of us have about this Nintendo Switch online service in the coming weeks and before launch. Alright everyone, always be delicious. And I'll see you all in the next video. And I'm out.